Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, not too bad about yourself.
I'm doing pretty good.
You tired, man, or just?
I'm alright.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, you been drinking or anything?
No, not a drop. I don't drink at all.
What are you going back and forth for? Just.
What do you mean?
Oh, ever since 131 there, you've been.
Yeah, saw you follow me. I didn't know what was going on.
Fog line, back
No.
and forth, back and forth.
It's just a light car. If anything, it's probably just riding the ruts in the road.
Just a kit car or something? Or what?
No, it's a Lotus Elise.
A Lotus Elise?
Yep. Back to Whiteman there.
To Whiteman?
Yeah.
You in the Air Force area?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got some idea on it real quick?
Yeah, sure. I can get it out of my back pocket here. I was wondering what you were doing back there. I saw you there for a while. Hey. I have my military ID as well if you'd like.
Oh, you're good, man.
Yep.
Trying to make sure everybody gets home safe.
Oh yeah, I know it's a late night and I know there's a lot of people driving around.
What do you do in the Air Force?
Realistically or on paper?
Sure, either.
Well, on paper I'm just a supply guy, but I do the LO support program for the stealth operations on the B2. Has its days.
What's your last name, then?
Hobson, Hobson.
Spot on it here.
Yep. My wallet eats it up.
3815 dispatch J2. Yeah, South Carolina. Last name's Hobson, Henry Ocean Boy, Sam Ocean Nora. First name is Jonathan. John Ocean Nora, Adam Tom, Henry Adam Nora, Middle C Charles. Date of birth 6/13 of 86, 6/13/86, female wife, South Carolina. Where was you coming from?
Kansas City there. I went to, you ever heard of Fast Fridays? At Casey Trends?
Fast Fridays.
It's a little car meet they have up there every other weekend.
Oh, okay.
They did something for the opening night of Fast and Furious night.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Pretty terrible movie.
What's that?
It's a pretty terrible movie.
It's not good?
Nah. I mean, they got a bunch of car stuff in it that's all wrong. They got a bunch of military stuff in it, which is incredibly wrong. And the part I get a kick out of is a 46-mile long runway.
You didn't advise that was female, correct?
Nope, not a female.
10-3, disregard, dive. Got a response. J1, J2 are ready.
Good.
No response for the J1 at Data North Carolina. J2 back to a Jonathan Hobson. Valid A99. It did come back on a male, however. You advised female. Is this correct?
No. Male. Do you have your paperwork on the car, man?
Yeah.
More than A99.
Plates off something else, or?
No, I transferred them to this car, but they're originally on my... Actually, the last car I had them on was my... Well, there's the extra label. Let's see... Registration? Yeah, I got the insurance card down here somewhere.
What's your little box down there you got lit up?
Oh, that's a Valentine radar detector.
Okay.
He was about screaming at me most of the way here. I think he had it running the whole time.
That's what's called Valentine?
Yeah. It's one of the best one on the market, supposedly. It's directional, so it actually tells you where you're at.
What's the data 55? What's that signify?
You want the honest answer or the politically correct?
Oh, it don't matter to me.
Dead ass.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
I thought it was.
the wide back end of the car, that's what people always say about it, so. Figure I'll get away with it as long as I can until the DMV catches on.
Oh, I don't think the same, huh?
No. South Carolina, they don't really care.
You race a car any?
I plan to do the autocross there in Independence, but I haven't been able to make it down because I've been working 12s on base for so long.
Oh, your Air Force?
Yep. Yeah, every weekend that I want to go down there and do an event, we got to work that weekend, so it's...
You're in the Air Force, you can afford a car like this?
I tell you the truth, the car's not as much as you think it was, and then I bought this one in pretty rough condition. I've been working on it over the winter.
Is it your paint job or is it something like this?
It's actually it is a paint job, but it's Plastidip is what it's called. It's like a spray on wrap. It's a temporary coating. You can peel it off afterwards. It doesn't permanently affix.
The Sam Charles, Paul Charles, 111.
These run pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got a Toyota 1.8 liter 4-cylinder in it.
Sam Charles.
Not the fastest thing in the world, but the handling is what it's built for.
175 Henry, Lincoln 3, 4598.
I get all kinds of stuff, Ferrari and Lamborghini, and like I said, kit car. More often than not, though, it's pretty funny. I get called a Corvette. I wonder if they've ever seen a Corvette.
I didn't know.
Yep. The round taillights.
In the dark, it's just the style lines. In the dark, I don't know if the fuck thing was a Viper or.
Yep.
They weren't built to drive slow.
Yep. Well, actually, like I said, this one, I mean, the Lotus's platform is mainly built around road courses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, top end, this car maxes at 146, I think.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Good.
Now, they have a supercharged model. That thing will haul balls.
I'd say it's probably a little bit more expensive though, right?
Yeah, quite a bit. It's crazy. Just the factory supercharger is another, I think it's like $7 grand.
Yeah.
But it's probably worth it. I've driven a friend of mine that's got one identical to this with a supercharger, and it's no joke.
It ride pretty rough.
It is. It's really stiff, but it's because it's built like an Indy car. It's got a monocoque frame. The frame's all aluminum, and it's pretty much one big piece.
Yeah.
So it doesn't absorb very much shock.
Probably feels like you're dragging both across the ground.
Yep. That, and then the seats. I got these carbon fiber racing seats in it, and they're not padded, so they're really light, and they are fairly comfortable for what they are. But this is all the padding you got. It's this little pad here.
There you go, man.
Oh, appreciate it.
So how fast was you driving earlier? What's the fastest you had on the way down here?
Down here,
You're
70, 71 is the most I usually go.
I can't buy a car like this to drive.
I'm not kidding. On the highway, I'm 27 years old. I went through that phase, you know,
Yeah.
hauling ass down the road. I've had a friend of mine killed street racing, and I got a track I can bring it to. So,
You get a deer in this thing. It's a deer.
as a matter of fact, were y'all the ones sitting there by Shell Station? I turned. Somebody was sitting there, and I pulled up behind him at a light, and I think he was just clocking cars, and then he moved when I pulled up.
Sitting there watching cars.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, I can
But-
only clock unless I take it out on me.
I got you. Y'all hear anything about a car that just hit a deer somewhere right around here? Just about an hour and a half ago, probably. Had to get towed. It was a Hyundai.
No, I ain't heard nothing.
Yeah, it's a buddy of mine that. Maybe that was him. 13, the bypass.
I think it was all the way up by like Lafayette County line.
Oh, okay. Because this friend of mine with a Genesis, he was left right before me. He just called me a minute ago, and he thinks it might be total. He said he hit it about 20 minutes from Warrensburg, so I'm not sure where he was.
I'm not sure. Most of those calls go to Highway Patrol.
Yeah, that's probably where he went.
All right, man. Drive careful.
All right.
So,
Y'all have a good night. Stay safe.
yeah, pretty-